Okay, we're live.
Okay. Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Big Brother RANSEI Week 11/11A cast assessment. So in Week 11 of the game, um, let me think. Back one HOH and nominated Jones and wait, who was it? Jones and Kayla.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then Jones got vetoed when Beck won the veto, and then Jules went up. Um, and then in the double eviction tonight, Mackenzie won HOH, nominated Jones and Veronica. Jones won the veto, saved herself, and Kayla went up. And then Kayla was evicted unanimously, which means the final four is Beck, Jones, Mackenzie, and Veronica. I guess going back to week 11, um, so Beck has all the power this week and nominate at the start of the week is like against Jones and Veronica after what happened with the Mando situation the week before. And then both of them somehow survive because Beck decides to veto Jones and put up Jules.
Mm-hmm.
What do we think of week 11?
Okay, I think it's really interesting because I feel like I definitely do think that it was a good move getting Jules out because it's something that like builds your resume for sure. But like I feel like it was pretty obvious that Jones and Veronica were super close from like the previous vote. And so like I don't know. And I feel like I'm kind of torn because I feel like if he can comp his way to the end, then like he's golden, like he's good to go. But like I also feel like that like if Jones or Veronica beat him in a competition, then like it was a mistake. You know what I mean? So I feel like it's just one of
Yeah.
those things where it's like only time will tell. But like I don't know. I can't tell if it was the right move or not right now, rather than getting out someone like Jones or even Veronica, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, I think it was super like I think you're spot on. Like, we don't know if it was the right move. I think it's kind of dangerous because of the fact that Jules is going to have a big say on jury since she's
Mm-hmm.
so close to literally like Kiki M liked her. Jonah obviously will vote with her. Mandos will vote for with her. And that's like half the jury right there.
Yeah,
So it's like
for
kind of
sure.
dangerous to burn her and yet another game. I will say that I am kind of impressed by Beck because he doesn't play based on like friendships or other games. It's like he just does what makes sense in this game. And I think Jules was the biggest threat to win, and Beck got out the biggest threat to win the game.
Yeah.
But
Mm-hmm.
now he is the biggest threat to win the game. So it's
Yeah.
like you said, if he can comp run to the end, amazing. I think he deserves to win hands down against all the people who are left. But then there's something to say for jury management.
Mm-hmm.
And only the jurors can decide whether or not they feel like he like played a winning game by the way that he treated other people.
Yeah,
Um,
for sure. Yeah, I
I,
completely agree with that. And I think, yeah, it's literally a thing that like only time will tell. But like I feel like he could have I don't know. I feel like he could have took into consideration how much like Jules can impact the jury. Cause like right now she's talking about how she like isn't gonna vote for her back, and then all of a sudden like everyone is like anti-back in the jury, and it's like it's crazy how like one opinion can or like one voice can really come in and like change these people's minds. And I don't know. I think now that Kayla is gone, there isn't like a clear person that like he could take and like, steamroll. So I think if even if he does make it to the end, it's going to be tricky cuz I right now I think the only person that he could maybe win against is Veronica. So, I don't know, maybe if he like come wins to the end and he can get a lot of the other jurors respect and like the two other people that are joining the jury
yeah,
eventually, then like he could win. But I feel like it's really close. It's too close to call with this move.
yeah. I I definitely agree. I think it's just only time will tell. I think
Hmm.
that his decision, I think, paid off
Hmm.
based off of what happened in the next round. Because I think had Jules been in the game, Jules definitely would have taken a shot. And she was so good at live comps, I think that would have been a big problem for him.
Yeah.
Um, because I think that given there was a double eviction, they didn't really know that for sure. I think that made it like work even more to his advantage. I think of the other people in the game, Jones is the only one who handled that situation well. I
Hmm.
think, she actually it wasn't even being fake when Jules was like campaigning. She like talked about it, tried to talk to Veronica, convince her to vote out Kayla because she like made like a moral argument that like, hey, like Kayla should not be here anymore because I think Jones saw like in the future her going up next to Kayla and someone evicting her over Kayla and how
Yeah.
that would make her feel. Um and Veronica was just not having it. I think Veronica really missed a critical opportunity to capitalize on how pissed Jules was at Beck and she could have like really monopolized on that and gotten like someone to stand her in jury. And like really all she needed was like Jules to stand her and she would beat anyone.
Yeah,
Because the
literally, for
first few
sure.
jurors really, really stand her.
Yeah, like honestly, I feel like if Jones and Veronica kept Jules, I feel like it's kind of 50-50. But I do think that it would have been a really, really smart move because already Jules is pissed that Beck and is going to do anything in her power to get him out. And obviously, Veronica and Jones don't want to like they're so close with him, like they don't want to be the one to do that. So, and they knew a live event was coming up. They knew Jules was good at those. And I don't know, I feel like
And also their like main goal was to get out Mackenzie. Like they've wanted Mackenzie out for 900 years. And it's like
she got
the
nine
only way to get
lives.
out Mackenzie is for them to either win a comp or like I
Yeah.
don't know. Like I feel like that just wasn't.
Yeah. So like that would have been the prime time to get out either Beck or Mackenzie. And
Yeah, and they
then
could have struck a deal with
with
Jules.
Jules. Yeah, for sure. And I feel like
He had no
and
one.
then
'Cause-
when Jules eventually got cut at like 4 or 3, or even 5 if Beck or if like the HOH went wrong during the double, then like I feel like both of them would be highly respected by Jules for sure. And like
yeah,
and then obviously once you got Jules's vote, then you got Mandos and Jonah like being influenced by her. So I feel like I don't know. I feel like it definitely would have been a smart move to think about. And I don't know. I feel like I guess like I said, only time will tell, but
yeah.
it was definitely a good move getting her out, but I don't know
And
if
I
it was like
think
her time.
Jones played it the best. And I think
For sure.
Mackenzie just like has this kind of like fun energy that makes it hard to be like mad at her.
Yeah.
So I think she like played it well, but I don't think she did it intentionally. I think she just like has this like energy in the game that like no one's really ever going to be bitter at her.
Yeah. And it's
Um
like it's obviously that the vote was out of her control.
yeah,
So,
like she was just doing what she wanted. So
mhm.
um yeah, I guess we'll talk about the live. I think Jules played a really good game.
Mhm, for
Um,
sure.
but yeah. So then, like I said, what happened in the double? Um, honestly, wow. That's
Yeah.
all I can say is just like, wow. Like Mackenzie took her shot at Veronica and Jones,
Well, she
and
started
then
out real strong and then
like
went downhill.
literally like the move, like so
Mhm.
smart, great move for her. And then all she had to do was renom Beck. It's all she
Yeah.
had to do, and she would have gotten Veronica out. It's
Mhm.
all she had to do, and she decided to put up Kayla. And obviously, as we know, Kayla was sent home 2-0. Um, I guess like I don't even think this even needs to be talked about, but like what I think it was smart for Beck and Jones to keep Veronica. Like I don't think
Yeah,
they should
for
have kept
sure.
Kayla.
for sure. Cause like I don't know. Cause I don't. Yeah, it was definitely really smart for them because it was like the obvious choice. You know what I
There's like
mean?
no way. Yeah, there's no way they would have been a better move.
Yeah, but like I don't know. It could have been avoided if Mackenzie renominated Beck. And honestly, like
Yeah.
she said that she realizes that like as soon as Kayla went, like she
Yeah,
realized
and
her
I think
mistake.
I think she knew what she like. I think she just didn't want to put Beck in danger
Yeah, for sure.
because I or she didn't trust Kayla enough. I don't know, but that I think if she ends up leaving at Final Four, which I think that there's a very, very strong chance of that happening, I think that that's like the point blank cause of it. But I
Hmm.
have to say that like it was bold of her to just straight up do Veronica and Jones and not one of them with Kayla from the jump. Like she kind of said, I'm taking my shot, and she took it. So that was kind of iconic.
No,
Um,
yeah, she really snapped.
I think really like, and then I just yeah. I feel like no one's really nailing their jury management this season. Like
Mm-mm.
Jones kind of is, and then Mackenzie is kind of by omission. Because I think Mackenzie, the reason why everyone stands her is because she's like fun, friendly, like that's doing good. But I think it's because she didn't get really super close with anyone, so no one feels like betrayed by her.
Yeah, exactly. So I definitely think her jury management is just by accident, but
Yeah,
it's working out for her, and I
it's
think,
working. Yeah, so I
yeah,
respect that hustle. Like,
yeah. I
because I
mean,
think Beck made the mistake of like being way too close to everyone, and now it's like, how do you like now? It's gonna get ugly between Beck, Jones, and Veronica because maybe not at Final Four they'll kick out Mackenzie because
mm-hmm.
like I was on, they were all three of them were on a call and basically like made a Final Three deal together. So as long as Mackenzie doesn't win veto, I think she's basically gone at four.
Mm-hmm.
But at Final Three, it's gonna get bloody. Like
Yeah. Honestly, I could see Beck winning Final Four HOH and then Mackenzie winning Final Four POV if he doesn't try in it.
yeah.
Like I could definitely see that outcome.
'Cause
And honestly, that
And
would be
it's like
really
weird
smart
that
for Beck.
Veronica's bad at comps when she hosted 6 seasons. So like it's like you should have known like how to play the comps.
Yeah.
Like it's like if we played and only won one comp. Like
Yeah, I don't know. It's really strange. And like I feel like as the game goes on, her chances of winning decrease. Like at the beginning of Jury, like it was super strong, like she's whatever. And now it's like if she makes it to the end and doesn't have a lot to say, like the jury is gonna like not vote for her or like not give her the respect at all.
yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I think like from this point forward, it's literally just the competitions. Like
Hmm.
if Beck well, I don't know because I feel like if even if Beck wins all the comps, which I think is the most likely thing to happen, is Beck really did a great job of putting himself in a position where like the only competition threat he has is Mackenzie, and Mackenzie's not even coming for him.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like I he just needs to be careful who he brings to the end. I think his best chance is Veronica,
For
but
sure.
I fear that he's going to like snap and get out Jones and Veronica and somehow take Mackenzie and lose.
Yeah, I feel like he could lose almost unanimously to Mackenzie. So, I don't know. Yeah, definitely. I feel like Jones and Beck's best chances against Veronica, and I think Mackenzie can win against any of them.
Yeah. I don't know. It was actually like I must say like a very interesting like double eviction slash honestly final six. Honestly, like this game ever since the triple like has been very interesting.
Hmm.
Like I don't know. Like I feel like Jules was there was a point in week 11 where Jules could have stayed if Jones had convinced Veronica, you know?
Yeah, I feel like just given like a little more time.
Yeah. And I think like Veronica's stubbornness is what's gonna get her got.
Yeah,
Like
for sure.
in if she makes final two, because she was so like unwilling to even consider like changing her mind on things. Like sometimes you have to play the game and be like, hey, I'm thinking about keeping you, even if you aren't.
Yeah.
And just so that you give people some sense of like you're not just shutting them down when they're campaigning, and then you should actually consider it and then make a decision that's right for you. And
Yeah.
I feel like all that she did was like decide right at 9 o'clock every single week what she was going to do, and
Hmm.
then stick to her guns. Especially with the Mandos versus Jules week.
Yeah, which is honestly really like kind of bit her. So I don't
But
know. We'll see.
yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting. I guess we only have one more of these left. Um, but we'll see what happens, I suppose.
Yeah. So is that all?
All right, adios. Yeah.
Okay, goodbye.
Bye.